All right, welcome back to the Exciter Show. I'm Chris. Got Paul and Joe with me. Man, getting a little fired up already today. Talking about Taco Bell food and queens who get kicked out of office a week before their term is over for who knows what. So we hate Bucyrus. Paul and Joe are backing Taco Bell, and I'm still thinking Taco Bell. I'm for the people. I'm for the customers. Paul and Joe are for big business, right? Trampling our rights to buy $240 orders to Taco Bell, but
Sure, that's the bad recap of it.
yeah, the bad recap. So, all right, well hey, I'm looking at you guys. I'm not seeing any mullets on either one of your heads tonight, but
Thank you.
it's
That's maybe the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
yes, you know, I don't know. The only two men I can think of. I mean, a lot of people have mullets, maybe three. Yamir Yager, the great Pittsburgh Penguin, had a big mullet at one time. Who is the dude for ESPN, the hockey guy with the mullet?
Hockey dude.
Oh, yes. Yeah, ESPN as a hockey guy. They used to have a mullet. I mean, now mullets aren't that popular. And then the great John Daly.
Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus. He was the king of mullets there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot about him. Yeah, John Daly, known in Ohio.
Congratulations to you for forgetting about
Yes.
Cyrus.
Well, the guy who hit a golf ball over a busy Ohio highway. I mean, you go, John Daly. How about that? But I guess it's popular not just in guys who were popular 30 years ago, but the kids. They have the USA Mullet Championships, and there was a kids division. And Emmett Bailey, right?
Yep.
Yes, from Wisconsin. One of 25 minors around the country who made it to the final round of the USA Mullet Championships. And he won the best mullet for his age division, $2,500 in cash.
Well, if I could just interject on Emmett, I think Emmett was going through his dad's football card collection and came across a Brian Bosworth rookie card and said,
So
"This is
Brian
my hero."
Bosworth.
Oh, yeah.
That is so accurate. The Brian Bosworth thing. Oh my gosh, that's so real.
And we have Ohio guy, William Dale Ramsey. He plays third. Let's take a look at these pictures. And we'll have the link in the description so you can take a look yourself.
Ooh,
Emmett.
Epic.
Yeah.
His name is Epic. Epic Orta. That's a head of hair.
Okay. Well, are you looking at Emmett or are you looking at somebody else?
I'm looking the kid who finished second behind Emmett.
Oh,
Okay.
Epic Orta? Yeah.
Epic Orta. That's an epic do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Caden Kershaw looks like Brian Bosworth.
Yeah, so I'm trying to
A
figure
lot,
out.
a lot of that going around.
Well, and this is by votes too. So is this really based on how great their hair was, or is it more based on how many people are voting for him?
See, I don't know that Fisher Mons really classifies as a mullet. I mean that's a Kenny G look, which I don't know if you really put that in the mullet category.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you look at the kids,
Well, it's definitely party in the back.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what business that is in the front.
So looking at the kids division, you got Emmett Bailey, Epic Orta, William Dale Ramsey. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward Epic. Are you guys?
Yeah, William's pretty upset about how everything turned out, but yeah, Epic is epic.
I don't blame William. I mean, he's got the mullet. Yeah, he deserves to be there. But man, when you put William next to Epic and Emmett, I mean, sorry, William.
You didn't have a chance, William.
Right.
They all did wear the cheapest looking sunglasses that you could find.
Yes.
Really set apart the mullet from.
I think there's a conspiracy because the kids division winner, Emmett, is the child version of the teen division winner, Caden.
They're both
that's
from
the same
Wisconsin.
person.
Right. Yeah. Now, when I look at the teen division, Caden's looks pretty good. Fisher's trying way too hard. I mean, that just doesn't look good. Max is okay. The guy who plays third, but
I do like the lines for Max.
Okay.
Welbrecht.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Like, if you're gonna go mullet, you should go hard, and he did.
I take out Epic and Fisher, but if you look at the teens and the kids winners,
Okay.
the first place guys look the same, and the third place guys look like different versions of each other.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's very creepy.
I wonder what these guys' lives are. Like, I bet you if you put Caden back in, like, 1985, he's the coolest kid in the school. Do you think he's the coolest kid in school with that mullet? How do you think the mullet's
Depends on the
age?
school.
Okay.
It depends on what Wausau, Wisconsin is like. What's up with Wisconsin with the kings of mullets here?
Right. So if Caden's at, like a more rural school, he's going to be really popular, right?
Probably.
If he's in inner city.
I mean, if you want to ride in his truck,
yes. Okay.
there's no way that guy doesn't have a truck. No way.
Right.
I think he was born in Bucyrus.
Born Bucyrus.
Come on.
But I'm thinking there's some Pittsburgh kids that got gypped on this thing that I want to recount.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of wondering.
This
I might,
is fake news.
I might say that.
Contest.
Are there a lot of kids running around with mullets? I mean, could these be? I think what was there? 80 kids that compete in this contest.
I think it's difficult to run with a mullet. So I don't think there's very many people running around. They probably walk.
Right. Well, I'm seeing there's 80 contest entries. I'm not sure if that's for the whole contest or the kids division. Oh, there were 700 original entries for the kids division, but they're whittled down to 25. Now, just because there's 700 entries, does that mean all of them had mullets? I mean, maybe they looked like the three of us that don't have that much hair at all. And they're like, no, you have to have hair to be able to compete. I guess my concern here is there 700 people in the country right now that have mullets in 2022?
There's 700 people in Pittsburgh right now with mullets.
Oh, okay.
But hey, the men's division is coming up, so we can register.
Oh, it hasn't took place yet?
No, it says if you keep scrolling down, you can pay the $10 entry fee, and
$10 entry fee.
we could
$10.
we could go for it.
Man, maybe we missed out. Emmett Bailey is starting his media tour. There's a embedded Facebook post. Mullet Boy is starting his
mullet. Then, if I took my bald head and just let the back grow out.
Yes, very much so. Oh boy,
Bald
Party in the back and a business that's gone out of business in the front.
I'll just take what hair I have left and let it grow and see what
There
happens.
you go.
I've got a 15-year-old boy that we're watching right now. I'm wondering how he would react if he would like a mullet. You know what I mean?
This is a fad that should not have come back.
It depends on where you are and what the culture is and what people are doing. Like,
if your child came up to you and said, "Dad, I want a mullet," I mean, is that?
I would say no, thank you.
Okay.
So I just have nightmares of my son going away for a couple weeks, like going off to college and coming back after a semester. He's got a mullet and Zubaz pants on.
Well, if he's running around upstairs, Paul, calm down. We got to quiz him on this. It'll be great. Yeah. I don't know how he would react. I mean, your child could come in and say some scary stuff like, I took drugs or whatever. A mullet would almost be as bad, right? I don't want to say it's worse, but
it's pretty bad.
Probably not as bad as like teenage pregnancy.
There just has to be a good talk about what life choices we're making.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not advocating for teen pregnancy, but at least there's a gift of life on the other side of that.
Not give life.
There's no gift of life with the mullets.
That may be another T-shirt. There is no gift of life with a mullet.
Or just a big picture of Paul. Pastor Paul likes teen pregnancy or something.
I mean, the mullet is a good
I buy
it's a
it.
good way to prevent teen pregnancies.
That's true.
You'd think. You'd think. They
Um,
do seem to be breeding. There's some awful young mullets out there.
I'm wondering too. Is it possible for a woman to have a mullet or like a young?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe
Yes.
It's very
that would
possible.
maybe that would help keep people in the straight and narrow. You know, you probably wouldn't have to worry about teen pregnancy the other way if you're.
Well, like,
you-
none of these children came up with this idea on their own.
Okay.
No, none of these children said, you know what I want? I want to shave the sides. I want to let the back grow really long.
I really don't
Nobody.
think William chose the mullet. I think the mullet was forced upon William.
The mullet chose him.
Well, if you scroll down the story, William or Emmett, the guy that won.
I feel like there's a long future for William. with
Yeah,
this mullet. I don't know what other choices he could make. Pollically.
Well, Emmett, the guy who won, his parents are excited. They're like, "Hey, he's ready for a big day of media press."
Oh
Man,
yeah,
we
the
should
paparazzi are all
reach
over
out.
the mullet champions.
Oh, I bet you. Do you think we could have gotten Mullet Boy? I think Mullet Boy would have come on.
Probably with his parents, Dad.
What in the
I-
world would we talk to Mullet Boy about?
Probably
Why?
Hey, you have a mullet.
Probably the
Cool,
nine.
all right.
Blink
Probably-
if this was forced on you.
Yes.
Just blink if you'd like us to give you a haircut. Blink
I-
twice.
Now, of all these people, I think Epic chose the
Huh?
mullet life.
Okay.
Epic is going to just kind of prognosticating Epic's life. He's going to be a famous rock musician or a mechanic, one of the two.
Well, you could ask questions.
A famous mechanic or just like a regular mechanic?
Just a regular mechanic.
Can I put money on this?
Right. Well, it's like, there's other
Jiffy
moral.
Lube mechanic.
There's other moral questions. Are you born a certain way, or do you make that choice? Let's not talk about the other issue. Let's talk about the mullets. Are you born with that mullet in
No
you,
one has ever been born.
or do you make that choice?
Lady Gaga didn't include that in the song for a reason.
Right. Do you have a mullet orientation? I guess it would be like.
No,
Okay.
you're not born this way. God did not force the mullet on you.
Probably your parents did, right? But you probably didn't.
True.
Like you probably didn't.
And they
like,
should probably be investigated.
right.
I'm not saying directly arrested, but they should be investigated because if you're capable of making this choice for a child that you claim to love, I have further questions about the other choices that you're making.
But see, I kind of wonder. We've been talking about some of the other mullets that we know. I mean, they're all beloved in society today. Like Billy Ray Cyrus. I mean, is he canceled? Did he do anything that makes him canceled?
No, but if Miley wasn't popular with kids, would anybody remember that Billy Ray was a thing?
Okay, so his popularity came because of Miley. John
Can you
Daly.
name a second song that Billy has done?
No. John Daly. We wouldn't agree with like John Daly's lifestyle choices, but John Daly's an amazing person. I mean, he smokes on course. He's
That
a
meme that's
crazy
going
man.
around now where he's got the really loud pants on and he's smoking
Yeah.
a cigar and he's standing on the golf course.
Right.
Yeah, that's some quality material right there.
I mean, I wouldn't smoke a cigar, but
You know,
I would.
I do have a complaint about these winners.
Just
As
one.
I look at it, only the third place finishers could say they have business in the front. The first and second place, there's no business in those four competitors. That's chaos up front.
You don't think Caden's got some business going on?
No, it's well feathered, but you see a businessman walking up.
But
to
I'm
it with front leg
I'm
gates
here
got
with
them.
you on Max Welbrecht. That is some business up there. He's all about the business up front. other than the sunglasses. I don't know why all of these children are choosing sunglasses.
And William's
So
going to own a
strongly.
car dealership one day.
Caden really could be one of the Duke boys.
Caden's going to be that guy who, when he's 45, he's still telling stories about things he did in high school.
Oh well.
Like he won't be able to let go of high school.
Why are you talking about me like this? If you want me to just stop telling high school stories, just tell me directly.
I think Caden's got a good chance of making it. Let
what?
me.
No offense, Caden, but it's just
All right.
he's going to be a John Deere salesman.
I do think Fisher Mons was second place in the team division. It's very representative of where he's from. That's a very Florida mullet. It's very long. It's almost too long to really be a mullet. Like now, there should be another name for that.
Well, let me see if I can get another opinion on this.
You love them. You love all of these mullets,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and you're just jealous.
I would be scared if my kid comes home and mentions they want to get a mullet. But, like I said, mullets, they're not in, but, hey, the people who have mullets, they're beloved in our culture today. From John Daly, I mean, no one said anything bad about Bill Ray Cyrus. I think they feel bad
Because
for the poor guy.
he doesn't even register on people's radars to say anything about it.
But you'd rather have nothing bad said about you, even if you don't register on other people's radars. And John Daly, yeah, no one wants his lifestyle, but, he's a fun guy. I don't know. I mean, I would never get a mullet. I mean, I like my hair cut short. And definitely that's not the mullet lifestyle, but hey, this is about
coming out of high school into my first year of college, I kind of had a little bit of a fro mullet going.
Okay. Yeah, I
think in high school, especially towards the end of high school, I think what I had would probably generously be described as a mullet.
But see, your top kind of resembled Caden. I think that's why you're defending Caden. I think because you guys both had that like the feathery light hair.
Yeah,
light hair there.
Yeah.
And
then I grew it out longer. The thing that always drove me nuts is I still to this day I don't like my hair coming like over my ears and stuff. So like I would kind of trim that back because it would bug me on my ears. But then I eventually worked my way into a mullet, and it was a bad choice.
One final thing I think the story missed is like when you look at the team competition, Caden only won by 19 votes over Fisher Mons. Did Caden stack the ballot?
Yes.
Well, maybe he has a better social media account. He's got more people he's buddies with. I don't know.
I think one thing we learned here is that nobody really cares about the teen mullets. All the excitement seems to be the kids division. I want to see the senior citizen division.
Oh, that would work.
I want to see the octogenarians with the mullets.
Well, that's coming up, right? Because I mean, if you're an adult, they probably have the senior citizen.
There should be a separate category for.
We're going to have a follow-up story on this, I see.
Yes, we have to. I will definitely mark this.
We'll spend more time talking about mullets in the near future.
Well, and again,
I also want to know who the next bratwurst queen is.
I gotta say, I was bummed out. I think I could share this story. I like Andrew Yang. He was a presidential candidate, I think in the last election, Democrat. He had some interesting ideas. Like, he won, like, universal basic income and everything. I've been trying to get him on the show. I actually direct messaged him back and forth. We were chatting on Twitter the other day. I'm like, you gotta come on the show. He's like, great. Here's my press secretary or whatever. I'm like, great. Apparently the press secretary shot down. So either he was being nice, but until he responded to me, he didn't have to respond to me. But so I don't think we're going to get the Andrew Yangs on our show. I bet you we'll get Mullet Boy and whoever wins the senior mullet competition.
You should probably stop calling him Mullet Boy if you actually want to invite him on our show.
That's what his parents call him on the Facebook link.
Yikes.
His parents are saying, "Hey, Mullet Boy." You
I
know?
don't know if we can be part of contributing to the delinquency of a minor in this way.
Yes.
You know who you could probably
Very much
get?
so.
Dennis Kucinich.
You're right. That's where
I
we're
don't
at
know
as a
why, but you
podcast.
could probably get him.
Mullet Boy, Dennis Kucinich. We're missing out on
Yes.
Andrew Yang, but we got the other
We
guys
could
coming
do
up.
our own Springer show. Just have see if Kucinich and Mullet Boy just start wrestling on the
Yes.
Fight.
Oh, well. All right. Well, hey, thanks for checking us out. So many stories I have to tell you after we get done recording tonight. But yeah, thanks for checking us out. Again, check out Cash App. Great way of sharing money back and forth. My lawn mowing guy's going to come probably tomorrow. I got a busy day at work. I don't have to go out and pay him. I just got my Cash App. Put his cash tag on there. I pay him right away. So
pay
sign
a barber so you don't get a mullet.
Yeah. Yeah, better pay him by Cash App. So you just go, use our link, sign up for Cash App, attach your account to it, because obviously you gotta have an account to pay people, and you get $5 from Cash App. Not from Paul or Joe, just from Cash App. So it should be good. All right. Hey, well, thanks for checking out our news segments. We got some Steelers content coming up. We look back at the Steelers win over Jacksonville last weekend, and we look ahead to the rematch of the worst football game in the history of NFL when the Steelers and Lions tied last year. We'll see what happens when they play in preseason. So check it out. Even if you don't like the Steelers, we'll try to have fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks for checking us out. Have a great night, everybody.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Mooney. Welcome to what is our new Hope Interrupted podcast based on the work from our book, Hope Interrupted, that I co-authored with my good friend Byron McCauley.
Hey, Jennifer, I'm looking forward to this podcast as much as I was looking forward to writing this book with you. We hope to interview some high impact folks as well as have a little fun.
We're going to cover stories of hope. To learn more about our podcast and our book, please visit www.hopeinterrupted.com.